Hi, Sally Kay. My name is Ryan Espinoza, and I'm a student at Owens Community College in the Physical Therapist Assistant Program. And I'm going to be working with you today. We're going to be doing some stretches and some strengthening exercises. So for the first stretch that we're going to be doing today is going to be helping with your flexion range of motion, which is this motion here. It's important that we want to improve this motion. That way you can dress yourself independently and you'll be able to reach up overhead and get things. I noticed on your chart that it was lower than normal, so we're just going to be working on that today. And the muscle that this is going to be stretching is going to be your latissimus dorsi, which starts at your back, runs up, and then hooks onto your shoulder. If this is too tight, it effectively will not let you reach up high enough. So to produce this stretch, what you're going to want to do, I have a stick here. You can use a broom handle, broomstick, any sort of stick thing that you can grab, whatever you have at home that is available to you. But what you're going to do, you're always going to try and maintain good posture. So shoulders over the hips, ears over the shoulders, hips over the knees. Everything nice in a straight line, nice and tall. Make sure you keep your shoulders pulled back. What we're going to do is you're going to take the arm that you're trying to stretch, you put on top of the stick like so. Take your freed up hand, grab here. You're just going to push up until you start feeling that slight stretch. You're going to feel that back here. Okay, and you're going to be holding that for 30 seconds. You come back down. Let's do one more good one here, and then just go straight up. Hang on to that there. Okay, come back down one more time. Remember, you're going to hold this stretch for 30 seconds. And just really going to be feeling it back in here. Really stretching that muscle out. What I don't want to see you do while you're performing this flexion stretch is to not come directly straight up with your arm. If you're coming out to the side, that's getting something different. Or if you're not keeping good posture while you're doing it. Those are just some things that I don't want to see. And you're going to want to stop this intervention or this stretch if you do notice an increase in pain symptoms inside your shoulder there. Okay? So let's go on to the next stretch here that I have planned for you. It's going to involve the stick again as well here. This is just a simple abduction exercise. This is going to be important to improve your range of motion, so when you go out to the side or when you do need to reach up to get your shirt on, you'll be able to do that as well, and it'll just help with your overall functioning reach out and up and to the side here. I also noticed on your chart that it was probably one of the lowest scores that you have, so it's important that we increase this. So again, to perform this stretch, what you're going to do, stand tall, good posture, pull the shoulders back, everything okay. Again, the side that you're stretching, you want to put your hand over top of the stick. Other side, just grab here. And what you're going to do is you're just going to push. You're going to keep everything quiet in here, okay? And then you're just going to push up with this hand here, like so. Okay, and you're going to hold that for 30 seconds. Then you're going to relax. Come back down. Okay. Let it relax for a couple seconds, and you're just going to shoot it right back up off to the side. Okay? You should be feeling the stretch here in your pectoralis major. This muscle is responsible for horizontal adduction. First, bringing your arm up at first. But if this is too tight and short, as it spans from here just to your shoulder, it's not going to let you effectively reach up as high, okay? So again, you should be feeling that stretch on the inside right here while you're doing that. So when your arm is up, you should be feeling it right in here. You're going to hold that for 30 seconds, okay? If you are noticing an increase in your pain symptoms throughout this exercise, you're going to want to stop that as well. What I'm not going to want to see you do while you're performing this abduction stretch is not maintaining good posture, so you're leaning forward because then you're not hitting the right area that we're going for. We just want a nice functional reach up over off to the side. What I don't want to see you do is push backwards or you can push straight up on the flexion exercise, but for this one we're not doing that. We're doing abduction, so I just want you to come straight out to the side, okay? Nice straight even out to the side. Okay, just like that. And then for our next one is external rotation. This is important to increase this that way. So when you're at work and you need to hand somebody something, you can just go like that, okay? You don't have to take extra trips and then hand it to them straight out because you're not flexible enough to rotate this way. What this is going to be stretching is your subscapularis, which one of them muscles are, is it's kind of tucked in back behind the armpit here on the other side of your scapula. So it would be in this region, but it wraps around and hooks into the front. And if that is too tight, you effectively cannot externally rotate, okay? So again, we're going to be using the stick. It's one of my favorite things to do to stretch out the shoulder. So what you're going to do, you're going to hold the stick horizontal. Make sure your elbows are at 90. Make sure your shoulders are in line with your hips. Your shoulders in line, or your elbows in line with your hip as well, and that your hips are over your knees. But you're going to get to this 90 position like so. Okay, so we're here, and you're going to take your stick, put the end right into your palm, and you're going to grab down at the farther end of the stick, and you're just going to slightly push this out until you feel a nice stretch. Okay, you're going to also want to hold this stretch for 30 seconds as well. Okay, so let's do that again. Just push it over nice. Give you a side view. See, I can't fully get straight across either, so I should probably be doing this stretch with you as well. What I'm not going to want to see you do is trying to push that stick over while you're not. If you're above 90, or if you're not at 90, okay? We want to make sure that we're right at 90 on the elbow here, and then you're going to want to push it over. Okay? That should do it for our stretching portion. Let me grab my notes and we're going to go over what we're going to be doing for strengthening. Thank you. You should stop doing the stretch too as well with that external rotation if your symptoms of your shoulder are increasing. Okay, Sally, now we're on to the strengthening portion of our day. The first exercise I'm going to have you do is shoulder internal rotation. This is going to be working on your subscapularis, which is that muscle that's underneath in here on your armpit. You can feel it. If you reach up into your armpit and rotate, you can feel it flexing. This muscle is responsible for internal rotation of that shoulder, and it's also important that we increase the strength to help stabilize the shoulder muscle, okay? Or to help stabilize the shoulder. So our first exercise we're going to be doing is just a banded internal rotation. So remember with the external rotation how we kept the elbow at 90 like so, okay? You're going to want to do the same thing here. Shoulder in line with the elbow, elbow in line with the hips. Ears over the shoulders, nice good tall posture, keeping that 90 at the elbow, like so. Then you're just going to grab onto the band and bring it into you, just like so. Just like that, okay? And the band I have here is a 10-pound band. We have various bands in the clinic that will suit your needs. We're going to want to perform that exercise 5 sets of 6 reps, okay? Just in and then out. In and out. What I don't want to see is you having a straight arm and coming across. Now you're getting more to your pec major. You're not working that subscapularis. If you're too low and trying to do it, you're not effectively hitting that subscapularis. Okay, so just like that. If you do notice an increase in your pain symptoms, you're going to want to stop this exercise right away. Okay. Now on to our next exercise we have here. Is going to be our extension exercise. And this is going to be working on the teres major. What this muscle is responsible for is doing this here, extending the arm back behind you, and it's like right in this area right here. So let's get in a position to perform this one. Do I need to? Okay, no, I don't need to adjust. All right. So what I'm going to have you do is you're just going to lay you up on this bench here. Okay. And then I'm using a 5-pound weight. We'll probably use something a little bit smaller for you. But what you're going to want to do is depress that shoulder, okay? Stand up, and then go above the body, okay? Okay, and then up, 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 okay? Just like that, okay? What I don't want to see you do is be bending the elbow at all, and then going up, because then you're compensating. We just want that nice straight arm, and then up, okay? But the bench is going to help keep all your points of alignment, so you don't really have to worry about that too much. Like this should keep your shoulders and hips and stuff in line. Okay, go up, back down, up, back down. You should be feeling it right back here behind the shoulder too. Okay, bam, just like that. Alrighty. Now for our final exercise we have here is we're going to be working on shoulder adduction. To perform this, what adduction is you can have just your regular anatomical one where you pull something to your midline like this, or you can have horizontal adduction, which was that straight arm. You bring it across. We're just going to be working on the straight arm, horizontal adduction, so I got to move some things around here with the band because we're going to be using the band again. Okay. And then maybe I can move this over a little bit. Get into view and show you a little better. Okay, let's go around this. Okay, so again, you're going to keep that straight arm. And you're just going to come and bring it across your body, just like so. So up and across. Up and across. Up and across. You should be feeling that in your chest, front half of your shoulder. This is going to be working the pectoralis major, which is responsible for adduction. This is going to be important for you for just being able to bring that arm across your midline, okay? I'll help you at your job. And that should do it for our exercise portion. I got a new thing to show you for your home exercise program, so I'll get into that and I can show you how to do that one real fast as well. But for right now, I'm going to go grab that HEP and then we can get started on that. Thank you. And you're going to not want to do any of these exercises if you're, again, having them increase pain symptoms of the shoulder. Sorry, I keep forgetting to mention that to you. Okay, Sally, here I have your home exercise plan. I sent it to you in an email, so you should have it, and it should look a little something like this. Here, the first exercise we have is our flexion one. That's the one, again, with the broomstick, or whatever stick you have at home, as long as it's straight. And it allows you to take that hand, push it up and hold it. Okay. Do you remember that one from earlier when we were doing that in clinic? Okay. Can I have you just show me how to do that real quick? Awesome. You got it. Good job. Do you have any questions regarding that one? Again, you should stop this exercise if you are experiencing too much pain in the shoulder. Okay. I got my number and email on this HEP too. Give me a call or let me know. Then maybe we can look at modifying it for you in the future if it is causing too much pain. Of course, if anything more serious injury occurs while you're doing these things, you should definitely get a hold of your physician or call 911 if it's that serious. Now for this one, I'm going to have to show you how to do this one. We haven't gone over it yet, but I just noticed that external rotation was the lowest in your chart. And I think it's very important to be able to work on this, not only just from a stretching standpoint, but from a strengthening standpoint, because the muscle that it's going to be working helps with stabilizing that shoulder, okay? And it's just going to help with being able to take your arm and go like this. So if you're at work and you need to hand somebody something, you can easily just go, okay? So it's going to look something similar like this. It's like a lot like the internal rotation one, but we're going to be doing an external rotation, okay? I want you to perform 5 sets of 6 reps, 2 times a day, 3 times a week, okay? So let me get up and I'll show you how to do that one real quick. Okay, we got this lovely band here. And I can get you hooked up with the band before you leave. That way you can see. Okay. So again, you're just here in that 90 position, but instead of coming in, we're going to be taking the shoulder here and just going outward. Okay, so you're going to be pulling it across your body. Okay, here I'll do your back view so you can see, just like so. It's kind of a lot like that internal rotation, but we're just going the opposite way with that. So instead of pulling it to your body, you're going to be pulling it away from your body. Okay. Again, posture is always important. Okay, make sure you're nice, tall, shoulders back. Then you got to get that 90 position. Okay. Just come out like that. Alright, do you have any questions so far over this new exercise that I showed you that you're going to be doing at home, performing by yourself? Again, if you do forget, there's a picture here. Okay, you don't have any questions, okay? Well then, before I let you go here, could you show me how to do 1 rep? Yep, you got it. Looks great. Thank you. Alright, Sally, I appreciate the time, and hopefully all these things can help you out in the future. Thank you.